Hey everyone, welcome back to another breaking class on the new Rhythms for Glasgow Facebook page. I'm Chaz B, I'm going to be your breaking teacher for today. You may know this dance as break dance, but we call it breaking, and that is how I shall be addressing this from now on. Really looking forward to getting started. If you are interested in knowing more about breaking and keeping up to date with my adventures, you can follow me on Instagram at ChazB. Really excited to get started on this one. Let's go. Okay, we're going to do a quick little top rock exercise to get us in tune with the music, to figure out which steps we're going to do, and we're going to take it from there. So that's our music right there. Yeah, what we're going to find is that there's an 8 count in this music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we want to do first is a 2-step, side to side, just like this. Side to side, left to right, right to left. We're always on our toes, yeah? Just like this. Now what you should find is let your arms move, yeah? Just like that, good, good, good. Now what we're going to do, in a little moment, we're going to get our feet, we're going to put them across, like this. So we go, step, just like that. What you'll find is that your arms will naturally swing like this when you step out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put our feet out to the side. So we go step out, step out, step out, step out. Like that. Okay, back to the front. Now what we're going to do is mix those 2 steps into one movement. So we're going to go out, side, out, out, side, out, just like that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to switch things up, go to the back, just like this. Just like that, then we're going to go when you do this, you have that slight bend in your knees. Just like this. Have that slight bend. Let your arms swing. Let your knees bounce. That's what we should be doing whenever we do any top rock steps. Let's move on to the front sweep now. One thing that's important to remember is that a lot of these drops end in the same position with one leg hooked around the other. So what we're going to do for the front sweep, you're first going to start with one leg forward, okay? The back leg is the one that we sweep with. It's the one that we hook with, yeah? What we're going to do, this front foot here, we're going to lean forward so our body weight is over this leg here, okay? Now at the same time that we lean our body weight here, we're going to sweep out with this leg here and hook it around this one. Boom, just like this, yeah? Let's go back up and do it again. So we go one foot in front of the other. As you lean your body weight forward onto this front foot, you're going to sweep around to the side and around the leg under the knee. Here, lean forward, hook, just like that. Let's do that on the other side. Other foot forward, other foot back, lean forward here, swing the leg around and hook, just like that. Let's do that one more time. Foot forward, foot back, lean forward onto the front foot, sweep the back leg around, here, here. And that is our front sweep. Now we move into footwork. The first thing that we're going to do are different coordination exercises that help with your balance. You're going to get this hand here, put it on the floor, and get that same leg and bring it out right here. Then we bring that leg in, sweep the hand over, and get the leg out like that. Then we bring that leg in, switch hand, switch leg. It's important the hand goes down first and then the leg comes out. Bring it in, switch, switch. Good. Now we're going to move on to do the opposite of that. You're going to get right hand on the floor, but the left leg goes out to the side. Bring it in, switch hand, switch leg. So one hand on the floor, the opposite leg goes out. In, switch, in, switch, in, switch, in, switch. The final coordination exercise that we're going to do. You're going to start on your toes, your back is upright, and your arms are in at your chest. Okay, what we're going to do, bring one leg out. And then bring that leg back in. Then bring the other leg out. Bring the other leg back in. Now when you bring this leg out, when you go to switch, you're going to do a tiny hop. Tiny, tiny hop. Right there. Okay? Make sure that you stay balanced. Arms are in here. Switch again. Tiny hop. Okay? Then you're going to get to a point where every time your heel touches the floor, you switch legs. We'll go through that very slowly. Switch, 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 switch. And those are our coordination steps. What is important to realize is those coordination steps we did, they are smaller movements that make up larger movements. Yeah? And it's important that we do those coordination steps because it helps us with the motions of footwork. So right now, we're going to move into the hook. Okay? The hook. You're going to start on your toes, right hand down, right leg out. You're going to hook this leg, around this leg, under the knee. Boom. Just like that. In one motion, we're going to sweep this leg out and then tuck it right back underneath our bodies. Out, in. Keep this hand on the floor, bring the other leg out, and as we go to switch hand, we're going to hook this leg under this leg, around the knee. Boom. Like that. So we have this leg hooked, around the leg, under the knee. Now in one motion again, going to bring this leg out in front of us and tuck it right back underneath us. Out, in. Keep this hand on the floor, bring the other leg out, right here, and then we're going to swing this leg around and hook it around this leg under the knee. Boom. Just like that. Now instead of hooking under the knee, we're going to hook over the knee. So we're going to take this right leg, right hand on the floor, bring it over that knee right there. Bring it in, switch side. Going to use this leg, bring over this one. Boom. Just like that. Yeah? What we can do is we can mix those two hooks together. So we go under and then over. So we first go under the knee, then over the knee. Then bring it back in, switch side, hook under the knee, hook over the knee, and come back. Yeah? What I like to do in particular, and it's a drill that I like to do as well, is you hook under, then over, then under, and tuck back in. And you're going to do that 5 times on each side. So I'll show you one, then you guys are going to do the rest. So we go hook under, hook over, hook under, and then in. Switch side, hook under, hook over, hook under, and in. I'll give you guys a minute to do that. I'll let the music play, then we're going to carry on. footwork move, the Russian tap, also known as the CC, named after the crew Crazy Commandos. What we do for this move, we start on our toes right here, our hand is on the floor. Same hand, same leg. The next thing that you're going to do, get this hand and put it right next to this one. Once you've done that, you're going to lean onto the toe, okay? And as you do that, this leg is going to flick up, and then once it's flicked up, it tucks right back in under our butt. Here, up, down. Make sure that you're still facing forwards when you do this move. It will look sharper. So we go here, here. Then we switch side, other hand down, other leg out. Get this hand on the floor here, up, back. In, switch hand, switch leg, over, here, switch hand, switch leg, up, here. Yeah, so don't look down at the floor like this unless you're going into a different move. Make sure that you're still facing forward when you do that move. You can do a Russian tap with only one hand on the floor. Here, in, out. Hand down, leg out, here, here, here. I would recommend that you start with two hands first and then move into the one hand right there. So the way that we move from one side to the other side is quite simple, and we do this by doing a shuffle. So a shuffle is basically a switch of the legs. If I put this hand down and this leg is out, I keep this hand on the ground and I shuffle my legs and switch legs. Boom, just like that. Then I shuffle again, boom. That's our shuffle. So what we're going to do, the way I go from my Russian tap on this side to my Russian tap on that side, I go Russian tap, here, shuffle, switch. Just like that. Let me show you again. So I go Russian tap, here, keep this hand on the ground, shuffle my leg, switch. Then I go here, down, shuffle, switch. And that is the Russian tap, also known as the CC. We're going to move on. The Zulu spin. All you need to think of for the Zulu spin is you're making one full turn over the toe. So see this shape right here? This is my starting shape and my ending shape. So what I'm going to do, make sure I've got the same hand and the same leg out. Get this hand, going to put it next to my other hand. See this toe right here? I'm going to make one full turn on the toe over this way, and I'm going to keep this heel into my butt. And I go over, turn on the toe, and make sure that my other foot catches, and I'm right here. Okay? Let's do that once, but going this side again. Okay? So you're going to start, same hand, same leg. You're going to get this hand on the floor, make a full turn over the toe, land back into this position here. Over, here, boom. Exactly like that. One thing that you want to be aware of is that your body has to be horizontal to the floor, like this. If you do this with your body, where your butt is up in the air when you do the move, you will be using up more energy than you need. Show you one more time. Here, hand, over here, turn the toe, right here, switch hand, switch leg. You can also shuffle as well to switch sides. Over, here, switch. Over, here, switch. Over. And that is the Zulu spin. One thing that's important to remember is that all of your footwork starts from this shape here. Okay? So if you're struggling with any of the moves, get back to that position first and then carry on from there. Now balances follow a very simple principle. And I want you to think about a seesaw. The more weight that goes down at the front, the seesaw is going to go down, this half goes up. The more weight that I put at the back, the more that part's going to go down, and the front is going to go up here. Okay? So the more weight that you put at either side, the more it's going to go up or down. So the way that you keep a seesaw completely balanced and straight is that there's equal weight on both sides. There isn't zero weight on either side, it's equal weight on either side. So what we're going to do is do a move called the frog. It's also known as the crow. The way that we start the frog, we're on our toes and our knees are out wide apart. Going to get your elbows here, going to push into the inside of the knee and have your palms out like this. Okay? You're going to have your hands on the floor in front of you and your toes on the floor as well. I'm going to switch to this side so you can see. So I'm here, here, here. Okay? Now what's important is for me to lean forward. So I keep my toes on the floor, keep my hands on the floor, and I'm leaning forward. So you should feel like your back half is lifting off of the floor. When you feel like it's lifting off the floor, you simply have to point your toes and your feet are off the floor and you're balancing on your hands. Hands go here, elbows are digging into the knee, lean forward until you feel your toes are going to lift off, point your toes forward. And this right here is the frog, also known as the crow. Okay? When you understand that simple principle of the seesaw and making sure there's equal weight on either side, it makes everything so much easier to understand. What we can do with the crow is you can start with both knees around the elbows and then take one knee away. So you can go here and then very slowly take one away. Right there. So if one leg is going back more than it should, you got to lean forward more to keep that weight equal. And that is the simple balance principle using the frog. So we're going to move on to the final freeze of this session. The turtle freeze, also known as the stab freeze. Okay? Now the way that this move works, when you think about the seesaw, the balancing point of this move is our wrist and our elbow. Okay? This is a move that you can do using both hands. I encourage you to learn this with both hands, but I'm only going to show you this move using this hand and this elbow. Okay? So what you're going to do for the stab freeze, you're going to get your elbow to go right into the middle of your stomach, right here. And your hand is going to point out, like that. It shouldn't go to the back, it should go out to the side. So what I'm going to do is get into a push-up position here, bring this elbow into the stomach right here, and I'm going to lean forward just a little bit here. Okay, so you should feel that a lot of your body weight is over this elbow and over this wrist. What we're going to do next, we were quite large, so we're going to make ourselves more compact so it's easier to balance. So what you're going to do, get into a push-up position, get the hand underneath the stomach, stab the elbow in, get the knees on the floor, and you're going to slide your knees in. Okay? Now, with the hands, you're going to push against the floor with both of your hands, and you should feel your hips slightly go up at the back. And that is how we're going to balance. So we go here, here, knees on the floor, shift our knees into our body, push against the floor with our hands, the hips come up and the knees are off the ground. And that is the stab freeze right there. So the stab freeze right there is a move that you can practice on both sides. And I encourage you to practice it on both sides. So if I were to use my other arm, stab, in, come in, knees are off. Then I go to the other side, here, bounce, come off, right there. And that is our turtle freeze, also known as the stab freeze. What we're going to do right now is a light stretch to finish off the session. 3 stretches that we're going to do. The first, bring your legs in, keep your back up completely straight, keep your legs completely straight as well. Lean forward until there's a pull in the back of your legs here. Hands on the knees, bring them down to the ankles, and breathe in and out through your nose. Next up, you're going to have your feet on the floor, arms are out wide apart here. You're going to bring your right leg over your left. You're then going to get your left hand, bring it round the outside of the right knee, and you're going to pull to the left, right here. Then we'll switch to the other side. Right here, going to bring left leg over the right, get the right hand round the outside of the left, and we are going to pull. Last freeze, we're going to go on our back again, feet are on the floor, arms are out wide, and you're looking at the ceiling. You're going to look to the left and bring your knees on the other side. So you're looking to one side and your knees on the floor on the other side. Then go back into the middle. Then you're going to look to the other side now and bring your knees to the opposite side, right there. And that is a wrap Thank you so much for checking in on this class, guys. Really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like the New Rhythms for Glasgow Facebook page and check back at our previous videos and classes on our Facebook page. If you like what you've seen today and you want to stay updated with my adventures, you can follow me on Instagram at ChazB. Thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. See you in the next one.